Jordon Smith, congrats not only on the win, but is this the first time you're going to have the red plate since TLD days?
That's it. I've only had the red plate one time.
One time. Well,
Yep.
Second time's charm. I heard you mention in the press conference you really haven't been maybe a great mud rider the last couple years, so when you see these conditions, was tonight just all about salvaging points? Did you really think you were going to be able to do what you did out there?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, no, I didn't really think that I was probably going to win, but I did feel a lot more comfortable and confident than I did coming in last year. Just with my bike, my setup, my riding, I feel like I'm a lot better just like balanced right now on the bike. And yeah, I felt pretty confident, especially after the heat race. I was rode good, felt good, and I was ready to get a good start and do what I did.
So you being one of the more experienced guys in the field, you definitely have enough races under your belt. I was kind of curious, what did you think of the amount of track changes they made before the actual night show after qualifying, them cutting down so many of the sections, removing so many obstacles? Were you looking forward to it? I mean, it does equalize the field a lot, but
yeah,
ultimately the main was just slop fest.
Yeah, I mean, someone was like, oh, it's going to be so much easier now. And I'm like, it's going to be tough still. You know, like, it doesn't matter what they do. Like, at least we were able to do some jumps. I thought it was good because, like, if you wanted to take that risk, you could. You know, like, you could do some of the jumps. So if they would have left it like it was, I mean, it would have been just that much worse, you know?
Yeah. There were a few lines. There was a few places you almost couldn't venture. I just couldn't believe I'd watch lap after lap just somebody basically ease into a giant deep rut and basically get high centered. Were you scared to look around at all once you found some lines that worked, or were you still being pretty adventurous? Especially when you're leading, you kind of have the most to lose. Were you being really risk management, or were you trying new things?
I was pretty much staying in my lines. I definitely took some lines. Sometimes you end up taking lines that you don't want to take, just the nature of the beast in the mud. You know, I had watched a lot of the heat races, and the 450 guys were like taking a lot of like inside ruts, but I knew that those ruts were going to get really, really deep, and I actually ran a lot more outsides and just kind of cut across the ruts a little bit more instead of sometimes I'm not the best in like long ruts out of the turns. I get off balance a little bit, and whenever I would go across those ruts, I felt a lot more comfortable.
Did you see how many of your kind of main competitors sort of had early bike expire? I mean, Joe Shimoda right off the bat, Ryder D and Volan. I'm used to seeing in mud races, bikes smoke for a while. We just had some odd incidents where three pretty big names in this class, guys are close to you in the points, had early ones. Did you see any of them? Number one, and did it make you think, oh no?
Yeah, the only one I saw was Max. Like, he was right there past the mechanics area, sat there for a few laps. I did see him.
Oh, he tried to drag a bike 10 feet for 10 minutes of a race. I felt bad for him.
Yeah. I didn't see Joe. I didn't see Ryder D. But I saw a lot of people stuck in like inside ruts, that kind of stuff. I may have seen them and just didn't know it was them, honestly. But yeah, it was, once I kind of got to the first 2 laps just kind of was riding my race. Then I kind of got into like, all right, kind of management mode a little bit. And then whenever I had like 3 laps to go, I was like, all right, like I'm just going to kind of send her home now, and like was clutching it quite a bit and stuff. It was, you kind of had no choice but to clutch it a lot out there. So yeah, it was good.
Did you, I think right at the end of the race, you would have caught RJ. Did that register like what that means for you in the points?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard to say, like, sometimes you can lap up to like say 4th place in a mud race like that, or 4th, 5th place. So I didn't know what place he was in at all. So yeah, I mean, it registered that obviously I was going to beat him, but it was, like I said, I didn't really know like where he was at.
Last one for you. Did you go scoop tire for the main?
Yeah, I went scoop tire for heat and main.
And main. Nice. Yep. Congratulations, man.
Yep, thank you.